stations set up. Over here, we have a dump truck that has some materials inside of it. I want you to come over here and I want you to play with it. Okay? Now, let me talk about playing. Alright? You can play with it by pushing buttons, watching what it does, letting it kind of move around on the table. Playing does not mean you pick up the pieces and throw it at each other, or you shove the dump truck off the side of the shelf and into the wall. Okay? That's the type of playing that Tristan and Jake do, and they're 5 and 3, so I expect some better playing out of you guys. Okay? But I do want you to observe. I want you to hit buttons. I want you to see what happens when you push those buttons. And if the stuff falls out of the back, the stuff falls out of the back. Eyes over here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but over here we have another station set up that looks like this. Sit down, please. Okay? I do not want you to take anything apart here, okay? But you can push buttons, you can click things, and I want you to see what happens. Okay? Yes, Quentin? Thanks for raising your hand. Great. Good. Then you should know what's going on. Okay, and then there's a third station over here. Okay, this is similar to the other one, but it's a little bit different setup. Click on the on switch and you're going to see what happens. Okay? Now, we're not going to stay at these stations very long. Oh, yes.
How do you turn them on?
There's a little switch that says on.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Oh, eyes up here. Let's set up an SSP position, please. Thank you. Okay? You're only going to get about a minute or so at every station. Okay? Then, after about the minute you have to kind of play and observe, on your paper, you are going to write a couple things. I'm going to give you a few minutes to write. Okay? So right now, right down the middle of your paper, I want you to draw a straight line. Going down. Going down. And at the top, on the top line, I want you to go side to side so it looks like a giant T. Okay? On the top line, all the way up the top, there you go. And on the left side, at the top of the T, I want you to write what I saw. Top. Yeah. Yep. What I saw. Now, this is similar to when we did the rocket experiment. Remember when we came in, I had you write down all your observations? This is the exact same thing. Okay? Now, on the other side, I want you to write questions. So that's what we're going to do. For every single one of these groups, you're going to write down any observation, and it can be the minute, the tiniest little thing, like lights came on and sound came out, it moved, things like that. Okay? Anything that you saw, write it down in that part of your journal. And then the other part, what questions do you still have? And you all have questions. Okay? Everybody has questions. So just write down many questions, and any question, write 100 questions. I don't care. Okay?
1,000.
All right. If you are a number 1, stand up. All right. I want you to walk over to the dump truck, but don't touch it yet. Take your stuff. Don't touch it. You're number 2. Stand up. Okay. Number 2s, go over to this table. Don't touch it yet.
This table?
Number 1s. And number 3s, you guys. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. You guys do this here. And number 3s, you're over here. You're a 2, Eddie.